Hello and welcome to ErfDragon Art. Welcome to yet another Christmas, and today I've got something very exciting to share with you, and it is this. As you can see, this is a gingerbread house. Actually, no, it's not. It's a coffee shop. Something I saw from a local coffee outlet. I won't say the name, but you can see what the name is there. I thought that was such a genius idea that they are jumping in on that, but they've called it a coffee shop as opposed to just a gingerbread house. And I've been wanting to do a really good job of this for a long time. This will be my 5th attempt at doing this. The first attempt, I tried to put the pieces together and I just left it and decided just to eat it. The second time, similar sort of thing happened. I started to build it this time. I just took a few tries. I started to attempt to put it together. It wasn't going so well and I gave up and just started eating it. The third try, which I did make a video of, didn't quite come out the way I wanted to. It looked a bit raggedy, but I still managed to do it and at least I completed it. My 4th attempt, however, wasn't too bad. I was actually quite impressed with my 4th attempt, but it didn't really satisfy me. I didn't really feel like I'd achieved it well enough. So on my 5th attempt, I'm hoping to really nail this, because I've got an idea down the line that I really want to try. But if I don't get this right, then I'm going to be really stuck. So let's open up this box, see what's inside, and see if we can make this work. Okay, so here is our Costa Coffee shop. I hope you like the brief decor. It is actually after Christmas I'm doing this, but we're going to open this up and see exactly what we get. So without further ado, let's do that. Dun, dun, dun. So we've got our icing. We've got our little snowy things, snowflakes. Got some little aniseed filled. Oh, some little jelly babies, jelly tots rather. We've got little Costa Coffee chemicals on top. We've got a little house tray. Now this is something interesting because I didn't realise that this was so that you can set it all up properly. I didn't know that. I just thought it was just to keep it in place while it was in packaging. But apparently this is what you use to help keep the house in place. And then finally, last but no means least, is the actual house itself. Okay, so let's seal this box up and pop him in the background so we have a nice additional background. So let's pull these inside and let's open up this. Now it doesn't seem to give me instructions, which is interesting. Does it say how to build it in? No, it doesn't. Maybe there is instructions in the bottom, I don't know. It doesn't tell me how to, it doesn't seem to tell me how to do it. Let's pull this out. So we've got all the little pieces here. So the front and back of the house. Then we've got our side pieces. And then our roof, lastly. I say no instructions at all. I guess it's not much big of a deal because it doesn't take a lot to figure out. It's only 4 pieces. You've got to set it up, so it's not rocket science. But it would have been nice to give some kind of instruction. Look, so let's just pop a couple of these bits in there, just to kind of gauge how it's going to end up. Yeah, I'm not going to put the roof on, but you get the idea. Okay, so first thing I need to do is open this. Now I don't know if you need to cut it or if it actually is a cap. I would have thought a cap would have been better, but let's go and get scissors and we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so while I was getting the scissors, I thought I'd bring a couple of cups in there, just because I might need a bit of extra help to stand this thing up. Let's cut this thing open. Oop. Trying not to cut myself, of course. Alright. Here comes the challenge. Right. One thing I'm going to say straight off the bat. This is the first time I've been able to do a nice smooth connection thing on it. So let's push that on. Let's stand it up in there. That has to be the smoothest I've done that. That's just crazy. So I'm going to put it on both sides this time. I am actually surprised how easy that was compared to what it has been in the past. In the past it's been absolutely awful. Okay, so I'm going to now put some on the back here. I don't know if you can see it. We'll put some on the back there and on this side for the first roof. Don't worry, I've washed my fingers. Always, by the way, if you're ever dealing with food, always remember, wash your fingers. Don't ever do it without washing your fingers. Very bad. Wow, I still can't believe how this is working. Now bearing in mind, this is attempt number 5. I've tried this 5 times before with various degrees of success. Now in hindsight I probably should have done it the other way around. Should have waited to put all of this on. Wow. Alright, let's put a piece on top just to seal that part in. Right, what I'm going to do is to do the icing on the top, but I'll leave the windows until that part's dry because I think it'll just fall apart if I do that. So I'll give it some time to dry. But let me see if I can. Oh, my point exactly. That one's come off. So let me re-ice this bit. So I think instead of what I was just saying I was doing, I'm going to let that set for a bit before doing the next bit. Now what I'm going to do is to keep that sealed, I'm going to get a little stick or something to put inside that. And let's put these cups in here, just to kind of keep it in place. If it will work, it won't work. What I'm going to do is put a little chopstick in there, just to seal that top, so hopefully it won't harden before I've done the next part. So I'm going to leave it like that for now, and then we'll come back to that in about an hour or so and do the next part. See you in a bit. Okay, I've let this dry for a little bit. It's not completely dry, but I think we might be able to get some more done today. So let's see if we can get the next part of this done, which is one of the windows. Call that the broken window. That's a terrible window. Oh dear. Right, let's put some of these on. I'm only going to do 2 sides because I think if I try and do more than that, so we're going to go gooey all over the place. So I'm just going to do these 2 sides and then I'll do the next one on the next bit on the next section. Oh, that was not bad actually. try this. I want to try and make that hole a bit smaller, because I feel like this is going to get used up just on this one side. And the reason is icicles, potentially. Well, that's about as much as I can do there. Don't try and break it. Put some of these on. No, that didn't work. I'm making a move. So these tops go on the top. Oh, that's what we put here actually. And there is one other thing I want to put on. I know I'm putting it all in the wrong place, but hey, my house, as Bob Ross would say, it's your world, you do what you like. And I'm going to have these all here. In fact, I'm going to make them like Christmas lights. Right, so we need this thing here. Now it has got a bit curved, so let's see, hopefully we can put this on without it breaking. Apart from the bit that's meant to come off. And there it is, my 5th attempt at a gingerbread house. Now comparing it to the last one I did, or the last two, what do you think is the best one so far? This one, the one before, or one before that? Made more of a mess on this one, but hey, it is what it is. But what do you think? But I'll pass you into the studio for a quick review. Until then, see you in a bit. Well, that was number 5 done, dusted. I wonder what you think about this version. Personally, I think it's the best one I've done so far, even though it might not be finished. But let me get it out for you now and let you be the judge of whether you think I've done a good job or a bad job. So let's do this. Okay, so here is my Costa Coffee shop. Difficult to say that actually. And yes, as I said, it's not completely finished. And that was my mistake because I cut too big a hole in the actual icing tube. Lesson learned there. Next time just pierce a hole in the top and keep it very small so I can get a little bit more finer detail and be able to cover the whole thing. However, I do personally think of the ones I've done up to now, this is the best one I've done. Still, I could do better. I could have finished it for starters and made the designs just a little bit neater. But my main concern is the construction of the house. I've done this 5 times. The first 2 times I gave up and just ate the thing. The third time it just looked like a rackety house that you'd see in a horror movie. The 4th time, I got it finished, I got it done, but it wasn't the best and it was still clunky and the icing was a bit tough. It wasn't very liquidy. I even had to dull it down to try and make it work. It didn't quite happen. But on this occasion, I felt this came together really easy. I'm looking forward to eating it. And I'll take probably a bite before we finish the video today. I am looking forward to eating this, but I'm generally happy with this version of it. But what do you think? Do you think I should make another attempt if they do another one this year? Let me know in the comments below. And to be honest, I probably will do that anyway, but I would like to get your feedback. Do you want to see me do another one? Because I really want to make this look absolutely spot on perfect and maybe add my own flavour to it. But we'll have to wait and see. A couple of things I have learned. Like I said, one of them being that just to make a smaller hole in the icing tube. But the other thing as well, and it only occurred to me afterwards, in fact a few days after, that what I should have done was done all the decorations before I put it together. Because if I'd done all these pieces all flat, I could have done the decorations really easy, got them all on there and not have to fiddle around trying to get it to line up on the curves and stuff like that. So I think long term that would have been a better way of me doing it. What do you think? Have you done this before? Have you learned something that maybe I could learn from you? Is there any techniques that you can give me that are better that I can do for the next time I try this? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and I would love to do this much better. One of the things I like about this as well, and I will stress I'm not sponsored by any means, it's got the nice little Costa Coffee logo on there as well, which I think is quite a nice little touch, just to add it. The only thing I would say though, and this is Costa, if you are watching this video, if you happen to just be watching this video, sorry there's planes going back and forth at the moment so it's distracting me a bit. But Costa Coffee, if you are watching this, one little thing I would say is this is meant to be a coffee shop, make it look like a coffee shop. Because it looks like a house. It doesn't look like a coffee shop, it looks like a house. So if you ever do this again this year, try to make it look like a coffee shop. Because I think that would be much, much better. Maybe I'll make a comment and mention it to you, but I think that would have been good if you'd made it more of a coffee shop look than a house. But that's my personal thoughts. But with that said, I do like this. Now, question is, did you enjoy this? If so, you know what you need to do. You need to give it a nice little thumbs up so I know you've enjoyed it, and also that you want to see me try this again even. But also, if you want to see more content like this, or other drawings or other artworks, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification so you don't miss out on the next video when it becomes available. And be sure to share this with anyone that you think who might enjoy this as well. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and if there's other friends of yours who you think might enjoy it, it'd be great to share the love in that way as well. Speaking of building things, I've recently opened up a new channel called ErfDragon Bricks, where I do all things brick related, whether it's Lego or alternative brands. It's a small channel, not going to focus too much on it, but if that's something that interests you, you're into Lego, or you kind of want to see me try to build these different pieces, be sure to check that channel out as well at the end of this video. Don't have to, but I would be grateful if you would at least have a look, see what you think. You might enjoy it, you might not. Let's see how it goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it, and see you on the next one. Bye bye now. Whoa. Stop. It's a gingerbread coffee shop. In the name of love. Ah, okay. Oh, now you want to do it. Okay.